I'd like to talk to you about Carl, who is an abortion survivor who contacted me through the website. And this is what he said. He said, "I still can't wrap my mind around the idea of being an abortion survivor. It is still just words to me, even if they are an accurate description. I want to deny the truth of it. I'm still in denial because I can't face the idea that my mother was forced into this. There was no one to talk with about this, so for a long time I convinced myself it was just a made-up story. When I started looking up information about abortion survivors online, what I found did not encourage me. There were only a handful of cases to be found. Their words and stories were not mine, and I did not feel that I could relate. I thought about the twin aspect and came across vanishing twin syndrome. My twin didn't vanish per se, so that didn't fit it really either. Then I found wombtwin.com, your website. As I read it, it was amazing how much things described how I felt and acted. After all these years of soul-searching and trying to figure out why I was just stagnating in life, your words have started to put a face and motivation to my thoughts and behaviours. Most of my life has been filled with suffering above and beyond what might be considered average. For a long time I have believed that the act of sharing my pain was an act of violence, inflicting pain on another person. I'm so tired of the pain, and since the act of living causes pain, I don't want to give anyone else pain. Suffering is such a horrible thing, and I don't want anyone to have to feel suffering if it is anything like I have felt. The end result is that I now do nothing, and ultimately cause my own suffering to grow. I carry enough pain for more than one lifetime. In the final sum total of my life, I will have had more days with emotional or physical pain than not." He said, "Distinguishing the pain of my twin and the pain of my childhood is proving difficult. The more I delve back into my past, the more my heart breaks. I feel different, incomplete, and unwanted. I have always felt like this. I feel denied, and I don't understand why it is this way. I want the connection that I can never have because it was taken away from me before I was born. I want to feel whole rather than half a person. I also feel that this is not my life that I'm living, that I'm being held back. I don't deserve what I have, and I don't deserve to be treated well. I am also afraid of my anger, of lashing out if too much comes out at once. I know the anger comes from a deeper source, but I do not know how to safely access it or whether my fears about this are even justified. Death has been on my mind for most of my life. I'm afraid of death, even though I don't really feel alive inside anymore. A theme common to most of my dreams is that I am running and hiding, and it's always dark at the time. In some dreams I'm making my way through some complex house or machine. I start with a companion, sometimes more than one, and invariably I'm the only one to survive, to escape. And finally, loneliness. I have feelings of isolation and abandonment. Through my childhood I would pray that I would discover I was adopted. I really have been emotionally alone all my life. I never let anyone in. Any time I tried early on I got hurt, so I just shut off completely. I'm afraid of success because each victory is one that I have on my own rather than shared. I don't know how to resolve any of these feelings, if they can even be resolved. What can a world without this pain look like? Even in acceptance, my life will never really be complete. I will always be a survivor. If I can eventually take heart that I am still alive and can participate in life, that knowledge is forever bittersweet. This makes me feel more justified in my feeling that my life is not my own. The one that I should be living is one that should have been shared. I resent myself that I have to move on and let go in order to live my own life. I'm only now getting used to the idea of acknowledging that while compassion is good, it is best only to accept responsibility for that which I can realistically do something about. And he has gone down and down into the black hole where the abortion lies, deep down inside his psyche. And he is currently an inpatient at a local mental hospital, suffering from depression. And I'm confident that after some time in the valley of the shadow of death, he will emerge, and then his healing path will have begun.